When I heard that the MLB season was going to be having a shorter amount of games, a 60-game season, oh, I was so happy. I went, yes! This is the thing I've wanted for so long from baseball, and I know, because I get a lot of messages about it, I know there are people that agree with me that say there's just too many games. And 60 games is a much more manageable amount of games to watch. I mean, I'll take 100. If they do 100 games next year, I'll be so happy. To me, 162 baseball games is too many to watch and cover. There's a game every single night. I don't even know the schedule, even with 60 games, is so condensed. How do you cover a baseball game? How do you cover baseball? Because Tuesday night happens. I record on Wednesday at noon. By the time the episode gets out Wednesday night, it's over. It's a way past gone. So I don't know how I'm going to cover baseball yet. I have no idea. But games lose their meaning when you have 162 games. Forget covering it. Forget my stupid way of doing sports coverage. When you have an oversaturation of games, when you have too many games available, there's no rarity. Games lose their meaning. There's no playoff value in that game. Because there are too many Tuesdays, like random Tuesday days, where if you go 0 for 5 and have 3 strikeouts, it doesn't matter the same way as if you have 60 games. A smaller amount of games makes it so every at-bat, every pitch matters. And baseball is a special sport when it matters. Bottom of the ninth, 1 out, runner on second base, a base hit might score the runner, you lose the game. There's nothing like that. Every single pitch, you're on the edge of your seat, like you're just engrossed and engaged. I love it when baseball matters. But right now, there's just too many random Tuesdays. And so I want to start saying something. I'm going to steal it from my favorite video game podcast has a phrase. They always say, vote with your wallet. And if you want to like something, don't buy it. Do not buy the game if you don't like it. And if you do like something, put your money where your mouth is and support it. Buy the thing. Vote with your wallet. And so if there's anybody like me who wants to have a permanent change towards a shorter baseball season, not only do you got to put up or shut up, you got to watch baseball. If you actually want a shorter year and you're like in favor of this idea, you better watch baseball. Otherwise, it's meaningless. But we also got to start saying things like we want a shorter season. We got to start putting that out to the world. Hey, I'm watching because I like the shorter season. I like this idea. I like what's going on. We got to put on social media, like hashtag short season MLB 2021 next year. Baseball ratings are going to be through the roof. Baseball ratings are going to be crazy. Because not only are people in America desperate for something good to watch, right? It's an election year. The news is awful. It's a global pandemic. We're all stuck in our houses wearing masks all the time. It's miserable. But 2020 has been a tough year. We can all use sports, and we all want something to root for. We're going to look to baseball. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm so excited for baseball. But also, another factor is, hey, it's a shorter season. Baseball matters more than ever before because the games are all important. Now, my fear is baseball is going to misinterpret the data. Baseball, a middle school boy, if a girl is nice to a middle school boy, the middle school boy misinterprets what's going on. He goes, oh, she likes me. Can you believe it? The girl likes me? And the reality is the girl doesn't like him. She's just being nice. But we misinterpret the data. And baseball is going to do the same thing where baseball will look at the ratings and think, oh, yes, we're back. People love baseball again. Woo! The reality is it's a perfect storm of there's nothing else going on. We need something to pick us up. And it's a shorter season, which people have wanted for a long time. And so we got to speak up on social media. Use whatever voice you have. I'm going to do it a lot. Hey, baseball's great. Can we have a shorter season next year too? Hashtag short season MLB 2021. There are some baseball fans that hear me say that and are furious. But for me, it's what I want. That's the sport I like. And if I'm going to vote with my wallet, I'm going to say, hey, this is a thing I like. I'm watching. I'm engaged. And let me tell you, I want more of this. I want more of the rarity that makes baseball special. The important games that matter are incredible. I love the sport of baseball. The MLB's been hard for me recently because there's too many games, and I just can't watch every game. It's too, not that you should. I don't think anybody really does. Very few people, unless you're retired and old at your house, very few people watch every single baseball game of every single season that a team plays. But I want to be more engaged with baseball. And if you shorten the season and make it easier for me, I'm in. And not just make it easier, but also, let's be honest, a 6-game losing streak in a 162-game season is not a big deal. In a 60-game season with way few, like less than 100 fewer games, if you lose 6 games in a row, that's a really big deal. You're in deep trouble. Baseball needs to have their games matter. So I'm going to be watching this year because of the shorter season. It likely will not change, but we got to do our best. And if you want that to change as well, put that message out there. Say, hey, hashtag short season MLB 2021, hashtag short season MLB 2021. Say, I love baseball, and I love that this year has a shorter season. Put that out to the world. And then maybe what's going to happen is they'll bring back 162 games next year. They'll have way too many games. Ratings will go down, and they might eventually wake up and go, maybe if we shorten the season just a little bit, people will watch at a much higher volume. Right now, there are too many baseball games. It's oversaturated. 60 is great. I'll take 100. That'd be awesome for me. But my point is, you got to speak up. You got to share your thoughts and put it out to the world.